Are you ready? Right, here we go. Alright. Shit, bollocks. That's a sensitive touchscreen. Not you, Chris. Chris was born ready, apparently. Unlike us tonight. Ready to go? Yeah, well, I just upped it from last week's. Right, I'll do the intros.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly? I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
No, it's going, yeah, he's going. Yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, shit. Hang on a minute, Robin. Yep. Fuck. They can't hear you. Oh, I know why. I'll change something in Skype. Oh, bollocks. Right, talk now, Robin. No, still can't hear you. Fuck's sake. Just talk a minute, Robin.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Here.
Right. There was an extra audio thing and I didn't know what it was for. Now I know what it's for. It was Skype. Yeah, it's my fault. All my fault. I had it on last week and
You're. Oh, I'm sorry. So that's.
for some reason I took it off. I don't know why I took that off. Right, you're now live, Robin.
We're actually live.
Yeah, we can hear you now, yeah.
Do you want us to do the whole intro thing again? Let's do it properly. No, let's not do it properly. You do it properly. I'll do it properly. That's the wrong thing. Intro, outro. There we go. Dunk.
Potato! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
And thanks everybody for listening. That's been a great show. See you next week. Thank you. Goodbye. No. Hello, welcome to the Overseas Connection podcast. This is actually episode number 771 on the 11th of February of this year of 2024. And I can't believe that it's just Mark and I here, you know, because Americans are doing American things. I've just came rushing in from the house after a 50th birthday party, which is seeming to have gone on all day, and then arrived on a 21st birthday party, and there's cakes going on everywhere, and there's about 50 odd people in the house at the moment, so I just had to get out here. And Mark's hosting tonight, and he's been a bit rusty, but you'll forgive him for that. We do this generally at about 8 o'clock. I say about 8 o'clock every single week in the UK, 12 o'clock on the West Coast, 3 o'clock on the East Coast, and 2 p.m. Central Time. And we talk about video games, we talk about life, we have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a fun. And it's a bit of a therapy session for us, for you, for everybody. Yeah, so Kim's off doing something. Greg's with his mum. Cindy's in Las Vegas. She's the right one. She's having a good time. And it's just me and Mark today. So, yeah, if you're listening to this afterwards, you can do this live on the YouTube /OC Podcast, and on Twitch, the same thing, OC Podcast. And if you're on either of those, hit like and thump and subscribe and do that, because that's what you do. That's what you do. Anyway, there are a couple of birthdays coming up this week. There's one today, I believe that's the second one. Chris Williams is he is 45, the young whippersnapper on the 17th. Happy birthday to you, Chris. And believe it or not, his voice is still in our intro. God bless him. He's away several years now. Gary Lever would have been 35 years old today. So happy birthday, Gary. Hopefully you're still listening to podcasts. Okay. Let's happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
That's that done.
Hooray, it's story time. Hooray, it's story time. I'm so glad to be with you today.
I did say I've got a new soundboard.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
From this moment on.
I've got a slightly different one as well.
Everyone here loves story time.
I've got that different one, so yeah.
5 years.
I know, I can't believe it.
Is that 5 years already? Really?
Last week on the 5th of February, it was the 13th anniversary of losing Danny.
Holy crap!
I know, I can't believe it.
Isn't it frightening? And I'm sure Danny's memory is just as fresh in your mind,
Yeah.
Mark. You know, just like Gary and everybody that leaves us, we have a snapshot in time of them, and hopefully we remember the good times, and as the years go on, we can remember more of those. But you never ever really stop. You know, you know more than anybody.
Time just goes so quick though now.
Yeah.
The older you get, the quicker it goes. It's true what they say.
Well, I mean, there's January gone. We're in the halfway through February.
Yeah.
Let me. It is terrifying. And now when you meet doctors, policemen, social workers, and all of the people that you come across, they all look like they're just out of nappies. It is absolutely frightening.
Yeah.
So another reason why Greg's not here, and yes, he is a caring son who's had a hard old time over the last week or two with his own son, and then his father passing away, and of course he's bringing his mother down home. But I think the real reason why he's not on the show tonight is this is one of the biggest TV days of the year for our American buddies.
It's a Taylor Swift show.
Yeah, no, I think it's dodgeball finals tonight. Dodgeball. So yes, it is the night, I believe, of the, what do they call it?
Super Bowl?
Oh, the Super Bowl. Yeah. And it's the 49ers and the Chiefs. They're going at it in the finals. The good stuff. So
the big question for me is, who's doing the halftime show? Do we know yet?
I don't know. Let's hope they just sing and don't say anything. Let's hope they're close.
So, was it last year when it was Dr. Dre and all that crew? That was good. I enjoyed that one. Or was that the year before? Can't remember.
I seen a whole guy hold just Usher Usher.
Yeah.
All people, what were they? They're just all disseminating and breaking down what the adverts are going to be. Probably the most expensive.
All right. Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Oh
So,
yeah. Boomer says it. Yeah, it's Usher. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
won't be as good as last year's, then, will it?
well, I hope, Greg, you have a good time tonight, and whoever you prefer to win.
Well, Kim's team's in the Super Bowl. I think she supports the Kansas Chiefs or whatever.
Yeah, well, let's go Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Go Chiefs. Let's go Giants. Let's Belfast Giants. Robin, that's wrong. Yeah, so yeah, the guys will be back in town next week, so that'll be all good. That'll be all good. This week, has been a funny old week for me, Mark. Yes, every day's a Friday. I'm still retired. We had appointments with pension people and life assurance people and different bits and pieces, and my financial advisors, 2 of them were out, and I had them booked in back to back just to get them all out of the road. And I if there's jobs you'd want to do and not do, and talking about, well, if you passed away, would you like your loved ones to be cared for? Having to talk like that all the time, and having to, and they must get immune to it. Anyway, all of that stuff's tidied up now. I was actually pleasantly surprised about my pension pot. So, and some of the stuff that was explained to me, it's never been clear to me completely ever, really.
That's right, minefield, isn't it?
How it works. And I actually, this guy was he was a younger guy. Of course, everybody's younger now, but he was actually pretty clear on how it worked. And I never really got it. And I always went, pension is crap. But it's actually good. I'm actually quite pleased. It'll not buy me a yacht, but it is what it is. So another thing that I did was actually, where are we now? What day is it? Friday? Oh yeah,
Sunday the 11th.
Saturday. Yes, I washed several cars yesterday, and I don't usually wash cars. Company vehicle, I usually take it to the place with and pay the money and put a receipt in. But I took the little min bin and Joshua's little min bin and Judith's big car, which you need a ladder to get up to clean the roof of it. But I took great pleasure in. I've done those ones quickly, but I took great pleasure in washing my little min bin, and then I got the tire blackener out, and I got the stuff that you put into the plastics outside to make it black.
Yeah.
And just I had hoovered it out, cleaned it, polished it, had it all shiny, had the roof down. Yeah, it was great. And there's a lot of pleasure to be had in that too. So
I don't think I've washed my car for 6 months. It needs one desperately.
Yeah. But busy week. I streamed a couple of days this week. I have some new stuff coming. G2 Omega are sending me a new bucket seat.
You were saying last week it broke.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, they sent me the bits to my seat.
All right.
So they replaced that. And I don't know if it got through to their media department or whoever it was that I was a streamer and the seat had broken. And they launched a brand new range of seats, like carbon fiber proper bucket seats, and they were launched on Thursday or Friday, and I just got an email through. They're going to send me this big red bucket seat, which will go onto my frame and let me try it, and I think it's due to arrive by DHL tomorrow.
Right, that's good.
So try it if you like it, keep it. If not, send it back. Yeah. And I also picked up a Shure microphone.
Oh yeah, you have a good then.
But I threw it under the rig. I got it and threw it under the rig quickly, but it sounded like I was in the toilet, Mark.
Right.
And I don't know if it's. I bought it secondhand.
Yeah.
I bought it for a guy. I went and met a guy. I paid £100 for it, and because they're 400 and something pounds, and it's boxed, pristine, looks spot on, looks new, and it's the 7B, whatever it is. It is the correct one.
Yeah.
And it has all the stuff in it, and properly done. And I plugged it into the rig, but it just. Some people say you need a preamp thing for it, like an extra box, because it takes a lot of gain to get it going. I'll have to throw it on here, and
a lot of musicians, a lot of singers use them, don't they?
It's probably, I mean, it's a 10 or 20-year-old design, and it's still one of the most popular mics for all, from professional singers all the way through. And I asked the wee guy, it's not blowing or anything. It's not, it's fine. Oh yeah, no, it's not blowing, but it might be blowing.
Right.
So my moral dilemma then is, if I can't get it working properly, do I order one from Amazon and swap the box around? That would be very bad. I would never recommend doing anything like that at all. So yes, that's that. The week ahead, we got racing tonight. We are streaming on Tuesday and Thursday. It's half term, so there's kids everywhere. So that's going to be a bit chaotic. But you mean, just life is just it is. It's just that. What about you?
Not a lot really. Just another busy week. Well, I haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so a couple of busy weeks at work. We had some snow on Thursday, which was chaos.
Yeah, it's sort of.
It was just a smidge. It was nothing. It wasn't even a fucking centimetre deep. And driving home was a nightmare because you had all the idiots going 2 miles an hour, scared of the snow. What fucking snow? The road was clear, man. Oh, it was just so frustrating. I was fuming. I actually vented in the WhatsApp group, and Greg put some like funny memes back to me. But yeah, it was just frustrating as hell.
I don't understand. I don't understand how we're all so bad at it.
Yeah, and it seems to be the year of a clutch this year. I've done 6 clutches so far in 2024. I don't think I did that many in the whole of last year. So yeah, 6 clutches this year so far. So
just people burning them out, sitting.
yeah. I got the few hints last week on last week's podcast about the number of channels in the Discord group, so I've narrowed them down a bit. So
you just went wild.
Yeah.
It was covering all bases.
Well, I've just taken out the game-specific ones and just left them as normal categories. I just reduced it a bit. But we've been watching something on Netflix called Fool Me Once. It stars Michelle Keegan.
Yeah, any good?
Yeah, who's married to my namesake. Yeah, it's really good. We've got 2 episodes left, but it's a bit of a whodunit, murder mystery type thing. She's ex-army. A whistleblower got her sacked, and there's a lot of underhand backstabbing in the family she married into, which is big, well-to-do, posh, wealthy family. So there's a lot of unknowns and keeps you guessing. So yeah, it's really good so far. Like I said, I've got 2 episodes left, but hopefully we'll get one of them watched tonight after this show.
I watched of this thing called Bull. The moment he says it's a courtroom drama thing, and he looks at juries and sees what they're thinking and all. It's light, but it's all right. But I can watch a bit more, another episode or 2 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I need to put that on my watch list. I heard you talking about it last week. I liked the movie.
It's Well, it's very loosely the same premise sort of thing, but not really. I'm very interested. Sorry, I've just some of the new stuff there. But we'll get to that shortly, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But that's about it. That's just life. Everybody gets on best with it. We just get on with life, and it's just the stuff that fills your day is just amazing. It's just, I mean, since I've retired, I'm busier than ever. It's just terrifying. You think you'd have time, but you just don't. It's kind of nutty. Okay, well, it's going to be a short show tonight, boys, because there is one big story, but we'll get to there. There are some questions.
There's one question, yeah.
CP Matthew. What does he say there, Mark?
I think it's Mr. Word out. Is it who do you have the Super Bowl? So I'm presuming who do you have to win the Super Bowl? And then he's put, on that thought, what's your favourite bowl of soup? And in the Discord, Kim had put cheesy potato soup, and I'd never heard of that. And I put, what the fuck's that? And she posted a picture. It does look really nice, actually. It is what it says. It's like potato soup with cheese on it and bacon bits. So it looks really nice.
I have a couple of really favourite soups. So a really good French onion soup with all of the cheese on top that burns the roof of your mouth. One of those with loads of onion, almost all onion.
Yeah.
A really, really good one will be the one. Judith makes she makes quite a lot of soup actually. A broccoli and Stilton soup, which is really strong. Love it, but you can't beat a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup, or even just a can of Heinz tomato soup.
I was just going to say, our go-to
Go to
is
bread.
Heinz tomato soup.
Go to fresh bread
Yeah.
soup, dip it in, where you have go through half a loaf.
But
And,
I have on quite a few occasions made a nice potato and leek soup.
Potato and leek?
That's a nice one.
Mhm.
A nice winter food. So,
Yeah, I like a good soup. She had this. She
with
had
big
this
crusty
she
bread,
has this-
thick bread. Yeah.
Just this machine that it looks like a big kettle, and you chuck stuff into it,
Yeah.
and it heats it and stirs it and chops it and turns it into soup, and then it's ready. It does it all. So she makes use of that thing quite a bit. I don't think it died, but she continued on the soup thing, and she uses a blitzer now to smooth it up.
Yeah, that's all. I just
Oh,
whack
good.
it all in a food,
Uh,
boil it up, and then food process it.
there are no Americans here, so Super Bowl kind of misses us a bit.
Yeah, I don't even follow football over here, so I have no idea about the US stuff. All I know is that Taylor Swift's playing or something. I don't know.
No, she's on her way back from Tokyo or something like that. She's
Alright.
jet to be with her boyfriend, and she can just about do it. Seemingly, I don't know.
Right.
I think there was a whole TV program about it, about could she make it back, and they worked out the flights and the times and how she would get there, and so,
Has she actually done something good for that team? And has she sort of like put them on the map, or has she made things worse? I don't know what the score is there.
selling lots more tickets and
Yeah.
lots more shirts and stuff like that because of her.
Yeah, well, I know in the UK people are talking about it now, which normally they'd never talk about American football over here like that. So yeah, it's making big news over here.
Swifty. Swifties. Oh dear. I don't know. Well, yeah. Okay. I'm 34.
You can tell John's in the chat now. He's just put all you need to know about football in the UK is Aston Villa are great and all the teams suck. Didn't they get beat, John? Well, I don't know.
And was it and beef? Something
Leak. Well, I'm presuming that says leak, but it's been filtered out. It's been.
Oh, it could leak. And beef will be the hottest selling soup this year. Just made things worse. Oh dear. All right. Industry analysis is she added 330 million value to the CP. Absolutely.
And just imagine all the songs you can make when they fall out.
That's what she's doing. I mean, she's 34, singing songs like she's 17. I didn't actually realize she was as old as 34. I mean,
Right. I still remember the Kanye West thing.
what did he do?
She won an award, didn't she? And he went up and she says, "Oh, you don't deserve this," sort of thing.
Oh yeah. My wife isn't getting enough credit or something.
Yeah, that
Wise.
was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
Beyonce, that was only a couple of weeks ago. Like, like Beyonce, the most awarded person out there, and yeah, I don't know, it's just absolutely crazy. First world problems, and unfortunately, she has so many followers. She has it's funny, the whole election coming up is, will she side with Biden again? And of course she will, but I mean,
Yeah.
will people take? If it says she's voting for him, I'll vote for him. Are people really that fickle? And probably the answer is yes.
She's that popular. There's even a university course called the Swiftonian or something in America somewhere. I saw it on the news. I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. But yeah, there's a university course about Taylor Swift.
The quality of degree courses now.
Yeah.
How useful will that be in the future? I just don't know. I don't know. Only a final thing that we. Oh, well, I finished off. Speaking of American stuff, Biden's so confused.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Jeremy Vine had that on his talk show on Thursday or Friday on Radio 2. Oh, it was hilarious. Some of the stuff people were saying.
Oh, look! I shared a video with the guys the other day. If you have a look at it, it's God bless him. He is the president of America. All respect, but there's somebody's made a fantastic thing of Biden on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What you said. Yeah, that is
absolutely
brilliant.
Epic. It is epic. the first question for $100.
What does the A stand for in USA? I'm going for Armenia. I think it's Armenia.
Yeah. Who are the president of the United States of America? But how do you answer this question? It's just so good.
Can I phone a friend?
Speaking of American things, I finished off the season of NASCAR Fastlane or whatever it's called. It is the same as the Formula One, and really, really good, really enjoyable. If you're into your motorsports, if you liked F1 Drive to Survive, that NASCAR thing's really good because it's all about a bit of racing, but it's about the personalities.
Yeah,
and that's really cool. And it brought it home that NASCAR looks like there's a few of them which are pretty tight or pretty rough. But it's a big family thing. It's a family event more than anything else. Anyway, so we have no real fancies. We want to side with Kim. We'd like the Kansas City Chiefs to win.
Yeah, we've got to support our fellow host, haven't we? So, yeah.
And we have enough soup. Soup would be good. Soup would be good. Soup would be good. Let's talk about some gamey stuff.
You doing the sound over me?
No, you have a new soundboard. It's a new one.
But it's shit because it's just not played all of it.
It's game time.
I think I need to buy another one. This is rubbish. I'll let you do the sounds from now on.
Thank you very much. Love it.
It didn't play from the start. I don't know why.
Dear.
I tested it earlier and it all worked.
I love this show. It's clear. Okay, it is not the middle of the month, but it's almost the middle of the month, and there are some PlayStation-y games. There's Foam Stars, there's Rollerdrome, there's Steel Rising for your PlayStation stuff. For Amazon, there's Fallout, Breakout Recharged, Missile Command Recharged, Criminal Archives, Alphabetic Numbers, Collector's Edition, Tempest 4000 Recharged, Blade Assault Recharged, Gravatar Recharged. And in the Epic Game Stores, January into February, Doki Doki Literature Club, Lost Castle, and Dakar Desert Rally recharged. So recharge those and get those almost free games into your libraries. Have you played any games, Mr. Mark?
Oh, I was going to say one, but I've actually played 2 in the last 2 weeks.
And what games did you play?
So on the Xbox, I just it was last Sunday morning. I was just waiting while the dinner was cooking, and I fired up Brotato. Have you played that? You played that, haven't you?
Yeah, put them that way because I think I got it on. It was on. I was away traveling, and I just brought my Switch with me, and I didn't have the one that they were playing. Very similar to it.
Yeah.
And I played it quite a bit.
So yeah, this is a bit like Vampire Survivors, but it's a lot less smaller play arena. In Vampire Survivors, it's like a map and you can go to different areas, but I didn't really get on with Vampire Survivors, but I really like this. This is really cool. As you progress through each wave, you unlock more weapons and stuff, what you can buy with the coins you collect, and you can carry up to 6 weapons, so it's quite tactical in the end, which weapons you keep and which ones you don't keep. You unlock different traits for your character. So you can have different things like it'll be extra health, but you do less damage on a certain thing, or vice versa. Okay. So there's loads of different scenarios. The enemies, like you see on screen, they're very basic to start with, but then as you get through, there's bigger ones which take more killing. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I did like first 10 waves in like 10-15 minutes, got a few achievements. So it's a nice pick up and play game, but I've not really got that far into it.
Nah, it's a nice wee thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, for people that have little handhelds and stuff like that, it's spot on. It could probably transfer. Probably, I don't know if it has or not, but it probably transfer onto mobile or iPad really well because just pull your finger around the screen and it does a lot of the shooting for you.
Yeah, I heard on the Seal podcast guys, they were talking about this and they were saying that you just use the left thumbstick to move around, but I was using the right to do the aiming, so. Whether that's an optional thing you can do, but I was doing twin sticking on this, which is different to Vampire Survivors because you can't do that. Vampire Survivors, it just fires. But yeah, I was aiming as well as moving around, which I quite liked. I preferred that.
Yeah.
So
a bit more skill.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good. Graphically, it's not to look at, but it doesn't need to be. It's all in the gameplay. It does exactly what it says on the tin, really. So yeah, it's good.
Does it say that on the tin?
Well, it don't have a tin. It just doesn't even come in a box anymore, does it?
The only time it's not here now. I like this tin. It's a really good tin. It's I've showed it before, but I put things in it that I get really worried about, and it's my vague sense of unease tin, which I rather like. Vague sense of unease when you know what's in here. So I put things that are vaguely uneasy. Yeah, okay. I have been racing.
Yeah.
This week I was in Germany, LFM through the day. I ran, a long time. Tuesday, 6 hours, 6.5 hours of streaming on Tuesday morning, or from early Tuesday morning into the afternoon at the Nürburgring. And Nürburgring is one of the original tracks with ACC and LFM, and people lose their minds when they go there. It's just a horrible place to race. And so, and the one lappers, they are just so fast at it. It's like the original thing that it was. It's not DLC. It comes with the original game, and people are just super fast, but super ruthless and crazy. But we had a pretty crappy day on Tuesday. We raced there again on Friday, and we had a good day on Friday. Very challenging, but we got a win, and we got some good places there. And where that win brings me in the overall championship 7th right now. Out of 4,500 people at this moment in time. I checked earlier on there, so I'm 7th, which is not bad for an old fella. So yeah. Then on Tuesday night, there was a practice for our race, which was at Kyalami in the dark on Thursday night, this third round of the Warrior Series. And I had a mare of a race. There was 34 people on the grid, and I got caught up in a second lap mess. It was just somebody had parked in the middle of it, spun, and I sort of T-boned them. And I the rule is you sit there quietly until it's completely safe to move.
Yeah.
So I was right at the back of the grid, and then started doing stupid things. I think I finished, 24th or something. My championship there is in the toilet. Thankfully, there are 12 rounds. And then tonight we are going to Bongo's Wheel of Fortune at 9:30 this evening. We have 3 little sprint races, and away we go. Stuff that I'm looking forward to very shortly is the Le Mans 24-hour game. It's coming out, I think, around Valentine's Day, shortly after Valentine's Day.
All right, not far off it.
It's being released like not a full release, like what do they call it when they release it early, but it's not the finished game?
Early access.
Early access thing, which people are going, oh, that doesn't sound good. Why are they doing that? But I mean, the stuff that I've seen of it so far looks great. So that might be bringing a different game into my roster. Still racing, but yeah. So look, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, the old YouTube thing is hard work. It is. There's no free lunch. You're sitting there for. Oh yeah, I mean, I have to catch myself. I'm sitting there racing people, chatting on YouTube, when other people are out working, and working out from. There's solicitors, doctors. One guy delivers fish. I mean, there's all manner of things, and they're tuned into me while they're at work, and I'm going. I just catch myself if I have a bad race. I catch myself that hey, I'm lucky that I am here doing something that I really, really love. So the channel grows, it continues to grow. With the championship, it also raises so many extra things that I never thought, So, I mean, there's a 2-page rules thing from the first season, and now there's 2 pages of rules. And I wanted to try and make it fair that everybody, there's 3 different grades, there's gold, silver, and bronze, so everybody can have a challenging race all the way through it. Even if they're super fast, in the middle, and guys that are just starting. But I still wanted everybody that entered the race to get a point, to get some points. But so you get down to, it starts at 40 points and it goes down by 2 until it gets to the final 10. And it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. When it gets to 1, everybody after 1, if they finish the race, it gets 1 point. And the guys that are finishing, say, 20, well, maybe 28th or 29th to get 1 point. And the guy that he couldn't be bothered and quit and sat in the pits for 20 laps, he also gets 1 point. The other guys are getting pissed off that this other guy couldn't be bothered and he got points. I'm going, oh, there's so many
You
things.
can't win, can you?
Yeah, gotta do this. So now we have. So the race was on Thursday night. People have 72 hours to put in incident reports, and if they feel that they've been aggrieved or punted or badly crashed into, tomorrow night, the Flying Bonget synchronized admin team, we get together tomorrow evening and review all the video footage and make decisions whether people get points on their license or get championship points taken away. There's a whole frigging debate over the weekend. Well, some people already have a lot of points on their license, and it's only the first season with these points, and maybe we should zero them. And I'm going, oh no, just no. I said, and at one point I went, guys, I've made you the head of the stewarding team. Go and steward. I have too much other stuff to do. I wipe my hands of it. I leave it with you. You're the experts here. I'm just the clown that's on the microphone. So so fun, but the whole bongo racing community thing is taken on a life of its own. It's yeah.
How's the new wheel doing?
The new wheel is fabulous.
You were saying it was taking it out of your shoulders or something.
Yes.
The height of it. Did you get it adjusted?
So yeah, I got the correct parts arrived, but the feedback in it it's pretty tough. Now I have turned it down, but even so, when it was Friday, I still feel my shoulders are still tight from Friday. 6 hours.
Yeah.
Friday. I'm still, and then there was Thursday night, and then all day Thursday night race from. That was a Soissons Neuf race, 69 minutes. I'm very mature about the times of my races. Soissons Neufs. So there was a 69-minute race on Thursday night with a bit of qualifying and bits and pieces, and then there was six and a half hours of racing on Friday. So I mean, my biceps, I can feel them. I know they're getting bigger, especially the right one, because you turn the right more.
Yeah.
But the top of my shoulders and especially my left leg, because you're breaking
breaking more
50 kg so hard. I'm going to have to be careful with those. Yes, the shoulders, that's just muscles growing, I suppose. But so I'm very much looking forward to this new bucket seat coming, because I can. It's not just flat. Then I'll be able to angle it back a little bit. So I'm where it gets to the base of your back. You're pushing down so hard, you're forcing that, so it's the little bit of angle then will allow the pressure to spread more of your seat, and it's not as I mean, the seat that I have right now, it's a very, very good seat, but for the length of time that I'm in it, I need the thing that GT Omega have made now, they're proper race seats, proper solid frame, carbon backs and everything on them, and so hopefully when it arrives tomorrow it'll be really good. Anyway, that's what I've been up to.
So talking of early access games, I've been playing a lot of an early access game, and I mean a lot. I think I've put 55 hours into it so far since it came out a couple of weeks ago, and that is Enshrouded.
Ooh.
So this is like, I think I mentioned it before, it's a crafting survival game with monsters in it and stuff. And there's areas of a map which are in like a fog, and that's the enshrouded bit. And once you're in there, you have a time limit. And then if you don't get out of the shroud within that time limit, you just die.
Okay.
You can increase your time you got in there. And there's areas in there which are red lava floors. And if you land on one of them, your timer goes down mega rapid. So. But yeah, it's really good. Gary DeFelice has set up a server. He's rented a server, so there's quite a few of us playing on there. I think there's about 6 or 7 of us now playing on there, so it's getting quite a good following. Been playing a lot with my son. My son's got it as well, and he's into it. So we've been doing a lot of quests together. The co-op was really good, actually, because you can play solo, and then you can take your character into the co-op world. With all your gear, you can actually transfer gear from the solo world to the online world and vice versa. So that's quite cool. So like in Gary's server, we needed a certain item. So I just flipped back to my world, picked it out of my chest, and then went back to the server, and then we had the item.
Oh.
So that's really good. And then as I'm leveling up and upgrading my gear, we're just giving our gear to the other guys who are lower level. So yeah, it's really cool that way.
It's just craft. You just run around. I mean, is there a point
Yeah.
to it? Is it?
Yeah, there's a good, there's this, like a lot of story missions. We call it a journal, and there's a lot of quests in there. I think so far I've done 40 odd quests, and I've still got quite a few to go. There's a lot of the map I haven't uncovered yet, and the further I'm getting out from the home base into the map, the enemies are getting harder. There's different enemies I'm coming across all the time, and as you progress in, there's more and more recipes what you unlock to craft more stuff, and there's more and more ingredients you need what you never even heard of, and you have to go looking for them, or you have to combine different things to make it.
Character we're watching on the screen right now. Is this you? Is this you?
No, this isn't. No,
Clad lady.
no. I've done a little bit of recording, but I've not edited it down yet. But I'm going to do some more capturing as soon as I can.
Is your character a scantily clad lady?
No, mine's a guy. Mine's an old guy, white-haired old guy. So,
Oh, all right.
but yeah, really enjoying it. There's a lot to it, very deep, and like I say, it's in early access. I actually got to the northernmost part of the map last night, and it had like a red line on it, and I crossed this red line, and it said, "You are now leaving the early access area. Please return." And it has like a 10-second countdown timer. So I obviously flipped back into it. But so hopefully when the game goes full 1.0, the play area is going to get even bigger, and there's going to be even more things to do. There's a lot of hope for the game. There's a lot of good stuff in it already. The developers are constantly updating it. I think it's had about 4 or 5 updates already and patches. So yeah, excellent stuff. So yeah, if you fancy, if that's your bag, and you want to play it with a group of like-minded people, contact Gary DeFelice on our Discord. He's known as The Real Defo.
Yes.
And he's got all the info on our Discord about the server, and you're happy to join.
Is there any point to anything really?
Oh, yeah.
If you.
It's just, yeah.
For somebody to talk to.
Yeah, it's like any video. You can say that to any video game, can't you? But it's my sort of thing. I like the looting, the crafting, and as you progress, you can do more and more things. So it's like a constant evolution. Yeah. Like Jay's just in the chat now. He says very time consuming, but yeah, that's all we've played for 2 weeks solid. Every night we've been on, all weekend. That's all I can think about at work. That's the sort of game it is. It's just got me hooked. I thought Palworld had done that, but this has overtaken Palworld for me. But they're very similar games.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, very good.
One last gaming thing. I booked tickets to Germany today. So I booked my flights and to ADAC, which is the big sim expo. I know it's in October, but get in
early.
So,
Did you ever get your parking thing from the last one, from your hire car?
Yeah, I paid it.
Oh, did you get it?
Paid it 420 quid.
Jesus Christ.
There was a letter came in from Germany, which of course it's in complete German. And I kind of ignored it. I thought, yeah, they're not going to chase me. And then a recorded delivery letter came in about a week and a half ago that I had to sign for. And I thought, no, if I'm going back to Germany, I better.
Yeah. As soon as you get through customs, will be warrant out for your arrest.
Exactly. Probably, most likely, and that would probably happen. So, yeah, I bit the bullet and paid that. So I booked my flights, returned 64 quid. Which is pretty good, and that'll be from Dublin. I've booked my car hire. I booked a Tesla, and at this stage, I think for the 4 days, I think it was £83. So you can't be. And I looked before because you fly into Dusseldorf and it's in Dortmund, which is about 50 miles away, something like that. And I looked at a taxi or the train, and the train's more expensive than hiring a car.
Yeah.
So that's done. The tickets for ADAC are done, even though I'm hoping somebody will actually invite me. And again, a bit wiser, I booked a hotel literally straight across the street from the exhibition centre this time. So I can just leave
a car at the hotel, and just walk over,
so just wander straight over. So that's all done and dusted now.
Are you going on your own, or is Josh
I bought Charlie and Joshua last time.
Yeah.
I think they enjoyed it, but 3 days of a sim racing was, even for me, it was a bit. But I went with a different set of eyes that time, and even more so this time round, when at that stage will have all being well, broken a few milestones. People will start
Yeah.
to take the whole thing a little bit more serious, and hopefully I can further some of those relationships that we had last time round and do a wee bit of work for that. And I done some live video stuff from it. Again, lots of people do. They were very popular at the time, but I'll maybe do a bit more streaming live, walk around, chatting to a few people, that sort of thing. So, yeah, so that's all done. That's all to look forward to. Okay. If there's nothing else, newsy stuff. Okay, so the news this week, there was one big thing about Xbox. Now, did you pick up on their big announcement? Because even here looking at GameSpot was saying, should we be worried about Xbox?
Oh, is this the thing Phil Spencer put out?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare week for Xbox, with whispers causing its fan base to erupt and react in a variety of ways.
Do you think people are just actually looking into this a bit too deep? And because the rumor is that Xbox are going to go like Sega, they're just going to be a software people. They're not going to do any more console hardware, and they're going to put all their stuff on multi-platform, including PlayStation.
Yeah,
but that's not what Phil Spencer said, is it?
No, I mean, some of the rumors. I mean, the responses to the reports that the company is thinking about releasing its Xbox exclusive games on PlayStation, has elicited everything from reasoned discussion to outright rage. So, I mean, there's a lot of noise, a lot of stuff talked about. There's nothing has been talked about, but whether it's, I can't see them giving up. They're not going to give up Xbox yet.
What was the actual? Have we got the original post from Phil Spencer? Do we know what he said?
I don't think it's actually fully all happened yet. Because I mean, Xbox could turn upside down, and recent reports that are revealed naturally fans of Microsoft Gaming at this point is close. That spawned on Friday. I don't actually think anything severe has been announced yet. I don't think there's anything else.
Right, so on the 5th of February, he put, "We're listening and we hear you. We've been planning a business update event for the next week. And we look forward to sharing more details with you about our vision." That's all he's tweeted.
So that's this week sometime.
Yeah.
So
that's all he's put.
Yeah, so everybody's...
And people put two and two together and get fucking 75, don't they?
Yeah, 4 plus 4 is racist.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah.
4 plus 4, yes, it's 8. Yeah, no, but nothing is certain. That's racist. Assume that answer is correct. So yes, that's what people are doing. Oh, excuse me. I really apologize about that. Coughing. Oh, I've got a cough again. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, there's not a lot else has happened out there. I don't think there's anything else. There's the usual sort of crap there. Andor season 2 wraps up. Oh, by the way, there's a new Halo series just dropped on Amazon as well.
Oh yeah. Is it on Amazon now? Because it was on Paramount, wasn't it? Last time.
Sorry, I have a Paramount subscription within that.
Oh yeah.
Diablo 4 will allow players to do this. Skull and Bones. The Skull and Bones that thing came out as well. The playable demo of it. I think Skull and Bones.
I've been in the alpha test a couple of times and I didn't really like it. I didn't get on with it. I thought it was quite boring. But it actually comes out next week, a full game. I've seen the new releases.
Star Wars actor who's personally hurt and offended by the Jar Jar Binks hate. Suck it up, big lad. Atari's going to Hollywood with a great Atari Celebrity Showdown. Okay, cash that in. It's only 40 years old now. Nintendo is reprinting more Zelda amiibos. Pre-orders are selling out fast. So, I mean, again, just the usual. Dead Cell updates are coming. GTA 6 trailer broke the internet despite the leak, 2 CEO says. And Hideo Kojima wants the Death Stranding movie to win a prestigious Film and Festivals Awards. I'm sure it will, and I'm sure somebody can print out an award just for him if he wants it. I don't think there's anything of consequence, and it'll be this week when that Xbox stuff comes out. Again, Take-Two also is getting rid of some people, but not really. They say they're trying to make some significant cost reductions, but it says it's not layoffs. So I think that the whole industry has struggled through those few years of COVID, and then is trying to rebalance itself now and to this new reality of where we are, I suppose. So yeah, not a lot of news there. Not a lot of news. And we're going to do a quick show tonight because that's just it. These are the new releases. If you want to talk through those, Mark.
Yeah, so February 11th to the 18th, you've got Banishers Ghosts of New Eden on PS5, Xbox X and S and PC on the 13th. Dragon Quest Builders on PC on the 13th. Islands of... I can't see because Robin's name's just appeared above it. Islands of Insight are on the PC, February 13th. Lysflange, or is Robin's put the translation Loose Flange. The Time Shift Warrior on PC on February 13th. Ultras on PS5, PS4 and PC. We're still making PS4 games. That's on the 13th. Arzetta, The Jewel of Faramore on PS5, Xbox S and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch and PC, February 14th. We're still making games for them old machines, Tomb Raider 1 to 3 remastered on PS5, Xbox X and S, PS4, Xbox One, Switch and PC, February 14th. I loved them first games.
No, but is that the original Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Like,
I played them on PC back in the Pentium days, and I bought a brand spanking new 3DFX Voodoo graphics card.
3DFX.
And when it went into 3D mode, it had a solid state switch in it. You could hear it click, physically click to go into 3D mode. And Lara Croft's boobs weren't extra pointy and extra.
Oh yeah,
not pixelated. We just pointy. And I played 1, 2, and 3 on them, and 3 was great. That was it. The one in Venice, I think. Yeah, really good games. I'm tempted to pick them up, but it depends how much you are. A Little to the Left on PS5, Xbox X and S, PS4, Xbox One, February 15th. Plate Up, which I presume is a bit like a Overcooked. PS5, Xbox X and S, PS4 and Switch on 15th. Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the Switch on the 16th of Feb. And, as we mentioned earlier, Skull and Bones finally comes out from Ubisoft. PS5, Xbox S and S, X and S, Stadia. It's got Stadia written now. And PC. I don't think it'll be coming out Stadia. February the 16th. And that is the new releases.
5 years at least of development hell for Skull and Bones.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played the latest demos, but I played the alpha a few times. I just could not get into it at all. I thought it was horrible. So we'll see what the reviews bring next week.
Okay, I see in the WhatsApp groups you were on Wednesday night doing, was it Halo?
Yeah, so there's a Halo Wednesday night. Sadly, Greg had some unfortunate family emergency, so he couldn't make this week. I don't know if the guys jumped on, but we normally do Fatal Fridays, but Snoogans couldn't make it this week. It was his 10th wedding anniversary, so he blew us out for his missus. Where's his priorities? But a few of us jumped on the Enshrouded server, and we just had a massive long session on Enshrouded Friday night, so that was cool. So yeah, but yeah, Friday nights 8:00. We normally do a shooty bang bang game. So yeah, all the details are on the Discord.
And you know me, you'll get me racing tonight at 9:30. You'll get me on Tuesday night practicing with the community. You'll get us for a race. I must actually just have a quick look. There's a poll up for members only, and they are deciding which track we'll be racing on. And if it's one of the ones that I think it's going to be, it'll be scary as hell. And it looks like it's going to be. So the choices were Mount Panorama in Australia, Misano, Brands Hatcher, Circuit of the Americas. And at this moment in time, with a lot of votes in there, there's 42% of them have said for Mount Panorama, and a lot of people are
voting for punishment.
Oh, yeah. Brands Hatch is at 37, and there's going to be lots of groans and moans. Misano 16 and Circuit of Americas 5. So that closes off it straight after Bongo Roulette tonight. So Bongo Roulette tonight, Community Tuesday night, streaming on Tuesday, streaming on Thursday, race on Thursday night, and we relax, try not to do anything on Saturday. So look, thanks very much. We do this every week. You can email the show at podcast@ocpod.com, tweet us at @oc_podcast, Facebook is fb.ocpod.com, and leave us a review. Definitely hit like and subscribe on Twitch, and definitely on hit like now. Go into YouTube now and hit the like button. Please do so. It would be fantastic if you did that. And I would just like to remind people that today is the 11th. In 3 days' time, it's the 14th. Think, man, what is the 14th of February?
Just another day for me.
Don't forget.
Being married too long just don't mean on anymore, does it? Not to me, it don't.
Asda do the cheap roses. Get the Asda. Do that. Don't go to the petrol station floor. Yeah, so don't forget Valentine's Day, boys and girls. Don't forget it.
It's a lot of commercial bullshit, isn't it?
No. No, I'm very
I don't think we've bought each other anything for the last, God knows how many years, 20 years. We've been married 30 odd, so.
Surprise her this time. Surprise her.
If I came home with flowers, even on Valentine's Day, she'll be suspicious. She'll think, what have you been doing? What have you been up to? So,
all right, crotchless panties then.
Yeah.
What are these? Is this a tissue?
Oh,
and also
edible
Greg,
ones.
a big shout out to Greg and Colin and Cindy at the moment. I mean, Colin's been ill again this week, and but lad's having too hard a time right now, and that family needs a bit of a break from it all. So big shout out to Greg and family there. I hope you have an easier week or two ahead of you. Mark?
Yeah, I want to shout out all the Enshrouded gang who are on the server. There's quite a few of us now, so apologies if I've missed someone off, but there's Gary, Sumu, Duke's on there, Dave from Seal Podcast, my lad Jay is on there. I've probably missed someone out, but yeah, that's the guys who are on there. And a massive shout out to Colin. So yeah, hope you make a quick recovery, Colin.
So Greg, who was in the chat at the very beginning, to Mr. Matthew, Christopher Matthew, to Lord that was in there, to Boomer that's in there as well. Sorry, Boomer, Kim's not here. That's really sorry. I'm sorry, that's one why you come here. And Kim and everybody that interacts with the show through the week on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook and everything. Thank you very much. And we will see you this time next week. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.
See you same time next week. See you same time next week.
I played twice, doubled. Well. Yeah, you need to pick yourself up a wee cheap stream deck.